The Legend of Korra side characters. We're going to pick each of our favorite side characters from every single book. Here are the rules. We cannot choose any of the main characters, which are Korra, Bolin, Asami, Mako, and we cannot choose any characters from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which include like Zuko, Katara, Toph, and we cannot choose any of the main villains. So with all of that said, let's go ahead into book 3 now. And how about you start this time, Christine?
All right. So for book 3, I actually chose, it's a toss-up, but I'm going to go with Opal.
Yes, I chose Opal too.
I think it was, okay, so it was a long run for Bolin not having a love interest and he really wanted one. And it was cool that Opal seemed to match, but also she had her own like type of wittiness about her and then her own like sense of self compared to other characters who were trying to find themselves. I mean, she did have to go through that, but I think she had very good like determination. And to be honest, I wondered before how she would be if she was the Avatar. And
Interesting.
Yeah, but I think in terms of supporting character, she definitely helped. She definitely helped Korra with like her morality, I guess, for airbending or finding people to join the airbending group.
Yeah, for me, like one of the reasons I really like her is because I think her character is very interesting and unique when you think about it, because she's essentially Toph's granddaughter, and she doesn't have any bending, while all her other family members do. At least I think, except for one.
Yeah.
Batar Jr.
Yeah, Batar Jr. doesn't.
But she got airbending, and basically when she was being taught by Korra, she was already pretty good at it. Like she was a natural at it. So her character is like a combination of so many different things where like she's a new airbender in the line of the Befong family, which is like so cool to think about.
That's true.
And I just like her as a character. Like, to be honest, I didn't really think Bolin deserved her, but
yeah, she was definitely too good for him.
Yeah, but I was really debating whether or not to choose her for book 4 instead, because I love the things that she did in book 4, and her interactions in book 4 were sort of what made me really, really like her. But like, I had to choose someone else for book 4, so
I think we had the same
wanted to
pick.
choose her for book 3.
I think we have the same pick for book 4 too.
Well, I think that for me, for book 3, I chose Milo. And the reason that I love Milo so much in book 3 is because he's a little bit aged up in book 3, and he takes the comedy in him like as a trainer, as an airbending master who's like teaching his subjects is so perfect for me. And like watching him going around and teaching the new airbenders is some of the funniest scenes in my opinion. So I will go with Milo on this for best supporting character in book 3. Nice.
He definitely brought some comedic relief to the story.
Yeah. I have another tie one, but since the other one that I tied this person with was already mentioned, I'm gonna go with Sue Beifong. I thought Sue was a very interesting addition to this whole universe. Just that the fact that they created the whole oh my god, Zaofu. Yeah, they created a whole Zaofu, and like she's also the daughter of Toph, and we got to see a different side of Toph. Not judging or anything, but yeah, I think I liked her whole story that she used to be like. She basically was like with Toph being a rebel, and then learned that sometimes it's not like you can be rebellious in some degree, but at the same time there's more like having too much freedom can be a problem, and like how she wanted to make means with Lin Beifong. So I really liked her character and understood her character.
That's a good pick.
So yeah, Sue.
Wait, who was the other character that was the same for you?
It would have been Lin, because she also had a good character development.
Wait, we didn't mention Lin for this one.
I know, but we mentioned Lin in the first season, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Yeah, I didn't want to be.
They don't have to be different.
Okay, I was gonna say like it's a tie. It's still a tie because I like both of them. Like it was just like
yeah.
I think I definitely like Lin character's arc in this season the most, and I did want to mention that too because like you could definitely see the struggle, and I feel like people can relate with like family that has been torn apart or just hold grudges, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think her
Yeah.
character was definitely dope. And another honorable mention that I wanted to say was Kaya.
Kaya.
I think
alright.
she definitely had a great character too, especially when she was trying to stop Zahir, or when she realized who Zahir was as well.
Oh, right. That was a good
Yeah,
battle
when they fought.
too.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah, good picks. Good picks.
Oh, mine's would have been Kai. Like I thought he had a good. I liked his character development in season 3. Like it was small, but you know he went from being like a risky
Yeah, it was
boy to
good. It was good.
coming from there. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
true,
I definitely
yeah.
like. Yeah, what about you guys as honorable mentions for season 3?
It's not necessary to have everyone do an honorable mention though.
Oh, okay, I was just wondering if you
Yeah.
guys wanted to.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any honorable mentions for season 3.
Yeah, I
for
wasn't-
personally.
I wasn't prepared to think of one.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, moving on to book
Yeah.
4.
All right, so book 4, I'll go ahead and start first this time, and I'm gonna go with Varric because I think Varric's journey in book 4 was one of my favorite things about book 4, especially his chemistry with Bolin. It was just hilarious and like perfect in so many ways. Like he was gonna blow them up in Kuvira's train, and then Bolin saves them, but like he was legit just gonna like sacrifice himself to make sure that Vine, the weapon, wasn't, you know,
Yeah.
that Kuvira didn't have it. And after that, their journey, like trying to get to the others, it was great. Like him using his intellect in order to defeat like the robots and whatnot, like the EMP stuff, and just his character with Bolin was perfect. And the sort of traitorous Julie part 2 was a great dynamic,
Yeah.
where Julie betrayed Varric.
Yeah.
Just, and then their marriage at the end, it was almost like Varric's story, you know, like
It really is. You'd
Yeah.
probably tell that story.
I definitely put Varric as my top pick for season 4 as well.
Damn,
Basically
so
for
did
the-
I.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait for Varric?
Yeah.
Oh, same with me.
book 4.
We all picked
Oh my
Varric.
gosh,
way.
unanimous.
Although there's also Ty as well, but whatever. But Varric was one of them.
For
I
me, it was
definitely-
Varric and Julie. Like, I feel like they
Yeah.
have to go hand in hand.
Okay.
Julie's great. I definitely liked Kai much more in book 4 than in book 3. So I'll put Kai down as an honorable mention for that, and also Julie, because her whole transition as far as getting her like respect as like her own person, and then you know the marriage at the end as well. I think it was just perfectly done. So yeah, I guess we're all on the same page.
Yeah, Varric for me, I like this character development, like what Scott mentioned, definitely because like the way he realized, like I'm starting to have these like the voices in my head tell me that this is wrong and not, and I love how like I love that because it's like that type of character for him to realize, because he's very like narcissistic and self-absorbed. He had to go to a
Yeah.
position where he discovered something that could be dangerous and he doesn't want anybody to use it, and then that makes him more caring and whatever. And I love how they always acknowledge in the show that Varric is not a good person, but then they need him. So I love that too. So it's not just like, oh, it's Varric, let's have him back. They're like, you abducted me, and it's like allegedly abducted you. Come on, guys. So I love his again, just like I said with book 2. I love his charisma. He's like
That's
another.
true.
Yeah, he's like
Money
another.
and knowledge talk.
Yeah, exactly.
We never really know where he stands until that last book, and his whole like journey throughout all of this is just so perfectly done.
Exactly.
Like he's like undoubtedly so likable throughout, like his just as a character, but we don't know if it's like, should we trust him, should we not, what are they doing with this guy? I don't know, but yeah, they tied it up very well.
Yeah, but my tie was also going to be Milo, because I feel like Milo was funny for me this season. Like, just everything about Milo, like the part where he's all like, when are we going to see some action? Like, it was like trying to play off the audience. And then like the way he was, and then the way he was like, you can't handle this much, Milo. It's just like, there was just so many funny moments with him. And I really loved how he's kind of matured and everything. And it was just like, yeah, I definitely see. And then he was also responsible for having the balloons to destroy the what's it called, that giant thing that Kuvira was creating. So I like that. I like that. They made him more to me like Milo. Like he was cute in my opinion, but to me he was just sort of like this annoying like farter kid, and he's more of a less of a farter kid in the season 4. So that was one thing I really liked about him. So he was also tied for
and also their mission to like find Korra as well.
Yeah, again. So that was also a good thing.
Any honorable mentions for you guys?
I mean, I think we already did them, right? Like Julie,
Julie, Kai.
I guess an honorable mention for me. Damn, that's tough.
I would say.
Opal
I mean, I
for
mentioned it
sure
before.
in this
Yeah,
season.
I mentioned it before. Opal.
Yeah.
Opal for sure.
Yeah, Opal is
shined
definitely
in
a
this
good
season.
one. Yeah,
I would say Opal and Batar Jr.
Interesting. Tabar Jr.
Yeah, just because Batar, like, he is an accomplice to Kavira, but I think he has like a good story too, especially coming from that family line. Like he's a black sheep of that family, and he only knew he was in the wrong when Kavira tried to kill him.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think like he had like a great like way to progress the story and push Korra. But yeah, I mean, him having to have like a traumatic experience where his fiance tries to kill him to really get his head out of his asshole. I think that was pretty funny.
Well,
I think he's a good pick.
I mean, if we could use villains, then I'm gonna use Zahir because even though Zahir was the main, Zahir was the main villain. He was the main villain in season 3. He was not a villain in season 4. He was not a villain in season 4. He wasn't at all.
You're talking about his role in book 4.
So I could use Zahir.
You're just trying to wait to get Zahir into this.
No, hey, you use Batar Jr.
I agree.
He's not the main villain.
I mean,
of book 3. Book 4.
I give an honorable mention to Tarlok in book 1. So
yeah,
for sure.
So Zahir.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
Yeah,
he's not
fair
the
enough,
main
fair enough.
villain. So yeah,
And he
in
helped
book
Korra,
4.
so he's
Yeah.
responsible for.
True.
All right, nice. I think these were all good picks, and I just wanted to do. I know this is going to be hard and wasn't planned, but if you guys could choose one supporting character as your favorite, which one would you pick? Just so completely subjective. It doesn't have to be based on anything, but your favoritism.
Okay,
I think I would choose Lynn.
I'm gonna choose Varric.
I will choose Milo.
Okay, I'll go with Opal.
Okay.
Scratch that. Can I choose Pabu? He's been a steady character all 4 seasons. Steady, consistent.
Oh man, yeah. Varric's gonna be for me, man. He's influenced me a lot. So
Yeah, I think I would have chose Varric if you didn't, but
okay.
I didn't want to repeat.
it's all right. It's all right, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I just really like airbending, man.
Pabu helped Bolin and Opal get back together, kind of. Not really, but he ate some dumplings into the dance. So
I mean,
that was good enough for me.
It's something that we can really appreciate about this season, about this series in general, is that like they definitely take very careful detail when considering all of their characters, not just the main characters, but even the side characters. And we saw that in the original Last Airbender, and we see it again in Korra. So yeah,
I would make the argument, and this is a bold claim. I like the side characters in this series more than the ones in Last Airbender.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I might agree, but I have to think about that. I don't want to like jump the gun in this.
we'll do another video where we talk about the Last Airbender side characters.
Yeah, exactly. We will, but that I definitely would feel. For me, I strongly feel that side characters in this series was great.
Yeah. Awesome. So that was our picks, guys. You guys can leave your picks in the comments below and tell us why. That's a very important part. Tell us why.